Hello, what's cracking, everybody? So we're back at it. Another day, another dollar. Gonna be calling SubTo on market prospects and looking to get some deals over the next 3 days. So my schedule is open and we're gonna be here for a few hours. So make sure you like, comment, subscribe. I'd love to connect with you. And yeah, let's get cracking. So um yeah, going to be calling in Southwest Florida, and then we will be moving on to other markets as we go through the list. The purpose of this challenge is to show you that you can do this too. You can do this working remotely in virtual markets all over the country, and show you that you could purchase properties with little to no money down and take over some pretty awesome interest rates considering where interest rates are right now. They're like 7%, and it's pretty hard to make an investment in cash flow at 7% interest. So what we're doing with SubTo is we are taking over the mortgage, the responsibility of the mortgage, leaving the mortgage in place and leveraging that existing debt. We are purchasing the property subject to the existing mortgage. And this is pretty powerful stuff. So this is the race to see how fast we could get an on-market deal. From the first 2 days, I am in talks with a couple leads. We're trying to work out the mechanics and see if it's going to be a good fit or not. But we're going to keep the ball rolling and generate more leads. And we have all the resources we need to perform, proof of funds and credibility. So if you find any subject to leads that you need help with, please do reach out. You can text or email me. Any opportunities right there, and yeah, I'd be happy to joint venture with you and help you get paid. So that's the plan. I do have Tony said he's going to be hopping in here at some point. Tony, I helped get his first deal, which we closed the end of January, and that was a subject to deal that he brought to the table, and I helped connect the dots for him and found an end buyer, and we joint ventured and we both got paid. He got his first deal in like a month and a half, so it could happen fast if you're taking action. So that's the start. I do want to make a quick follow-up call to this guy that we're talking with, and see what's good with that. So I'm gonna do that now. Ooh, Tony Powers is in the building. What's good? I'm calling this realtor real quick.
Let's hit it. Let's get to it.
Okay, he just said he'll call me back.
You know, they always say you're not dialing if you don't double dial.
Well, no, he just texted me. He hit that like, I'll call you right back. So, yeah. So I just did a little bit of an intro. How about you tell the people who Tony Powers is and what we're doing here?
Yeah. So hey, first off, obviously, thanks for having me on.
Yes, sir.
Um, I'm Tony Powers. I'm a new investor. I'm just trying to get my skin in the game. I've completed a deal actually with Nick, and he's kind of helping me walk through the ropes. And I'm a big believer on obviously the more you do, the more you get. And I think that that's a big mission that we're on right now is just trying to show, and correct me if I'm wrong, but just trying to show the action that it can take to in order to get stuff done and create a deal and create the opportunities that we're looking for out here. So I'm just here joining the movement and trying to play a good role and hit some goals.
Let's go. We gotta create a banner and say "Let's go." I'm figuring out the StreamYard.
Hey, that's pretty cool.
Where let's see. What the fuck? There we go.
Oh yeah, there you go. You're fucking around now.
Yeah. So we're gonna be calling in Southwest Florida for now. We got a few more to get through. But I was just telling the people that we could do this in any market virtually, and we have all the resources we need to close. And if anyone brings any opportunities to the table, I'd be happy to help them as well. So
Absolutely.
yeah. Let's see. So we're gonna get right into it. Yeah. Cool. So this is the next one. This is a brand new house built in 2022. Pretty nice in here. Wow, you see that?
Yep, I just pulled it up on my end over here actually on Privy.
Nice. So they just bought this back in September, and looks like it was purchased with the FHA loan, which I see in batch. And yeah, that's pretty much all we need to know.
looks like there's some urgency there too. They had a $20,000 decrease in price.
Mm-hmm. For sure. Let's so just a review, it typically costs like 10% of the price of the home to sell the house, including all commissions, which is typically 6%, and then you got closing costs like 1%, seller concessions and whatnot. Typically, on average, across the country, costs about 10% to sell a home. So, what is 90% of 430, Tony?
43K
43K is
is 10%.
10%. So, geez, man. So if that's the case here, I'm showing with a tool that we have, like there's different tools that real estate investors are using, PropStream, Privy, Batch, all kind of does the same thing. But it's public record that shows the mortgage information. And what I'm seeing here is since they purchased this back in March for 395, they and bought it with the FHA loan. They're looking at an an approximate underlying balance of 386. So what does that mean?
They're cutting a check at the end of the day.
Or just breaking even. They're just trying to break even or possibly even cut a check depending. That's only if they get a full price offer right now at 430.
Hmm.
So let's give this realtor a call and see what the deal is and if we could possibly be a solution for them. Hi, Yannette.
Yes.
Yeah, hello. This is Nicholas. I am calling about a listing over on Southwest 2nd Street.
Oh, yeah. Hi.
Yeah, hello. Did you get that one sold yet? Or, I see online, I'm looking online here. Is that still
No, no,
available?
no. So many people have seen the house, but not yet. It's active.
It's still active. Okay, a
Yeah.
lot of people have went and seen the house.
Yes, of course. The house is rented right now, like month to month, but don't have any furniture, nothing yet. Have a lockbox for the dog, in the garage door, in the side of the house.
Mm-hmm.
And the code is 4919.
4919.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I am an investor. I'm looking for an investment property. So I'm just looking on Zillow right now, looking for our next deal, for my partners and I. And just came across this one. It looks pretty interesting. A brand new home, and you said it's rented.
Oh, well, yeah, they rented. It's month to month.
It,
Don't have any contract and nothing there. I don't think the people are living there yet because they don't have any furniture or nothing,
mm-hmm. Okay.
So the owners buy it for lease and they decide to move back where they lived before, so they don't live in the property or nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like new.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
brand new. What?
yeah,
So they decided not to move in. They decided to stay where they uh
yeah.
live.
They is in the process of divorce, so that's
Oh,
why. Yeah.
okay. Wow. Yeah. So I actually we are in multiple states. We're buying property in multiple markets, and I actually just ran into a similar situation. We just closed on a property in Arizona where the homeowner had bought the home with a VA loan, so they had put like no money down, and then 3 months later they got into a divorce. So they wanted to sell the house, and so they listed it with a realtor, and the offers that were coming in were essentially lower than what they owed basically. So it was looking like the seller was gonna have to cut a check like for like 13 grand just to get rid of the house. So what we did,
The thing is with them, they don't almost, getting like nothing. They can go,
yeah, it's tight.
yeah.
It's tight. Okay. Yeah, so what I came in,
Sorry, sorry.
it's okay. Is now a bad time to talk?
Well, outside the bank, so you can tell me and
Okay, yeah. So what I did on that deal, essentially what I offered was saying, how about instead of you walk away with, having to cut a check for 13 grand, how about I come in and pay for your moving expenses? I actually offered them $7,000 in their pocket, and I offered to compensate their realtor. Their full, it was 2.5% commission was their listing agreement, and I just came in and I took over the payments of that mortgage.
can you put me on like in a message for sending
Hmm. Yeah, so I was able to.
text message with all the information? I show them and
Cool. Yeah, I would be happy to do that. Do you wanna? This is my cell phone. Do you want to text me your email address, and I could put
okay, I
something
will
in
do that
writing for
now.
you?
Okay,
Awesome. All right, we'll see what we could do, Thank you.
bye, thank you.
All right, bye bye. There we go. So what the heck? That was like the first call. This is like a perfect scenario, dude.
Run through it. Why is it a perfect scenario?
Well, with that third party story that it was a perfect to a T, essentially, other than the FHA and VA. They both put little to no money down as both the divorce situation. I think there's a little bit of like communication barrier, maybe a little bit with like her being like she wasn't like exactly following. She wanted to just see something in an email. But I'm just saying like the situation at hand is a perfect scenario for the solution we're providing. And
Yeah. I
they
mean
have
that
no equity. It's a break even situation.
yeah, the hesitation on her end, or which also could be portrayed as like miscommunication, could also be just uncomfortableness with what we're trying to do because I'm sure it's not something that she sees often. So walking her through the ropes, following up, that's probably going to have to be the play on something like that.
Absolutely. And a lot of these are going to have to be consistent follow up. Like, you know, and that's the name of the game in this business is a majority of the time you're not going to get the deal on the first call. So she did just send me her email, so I will prepare like a credibility email to get over to her. But for now, we're just gonna keep calling.
All right.
How's 75 hard going for you?
It is tough. I failed
Did you
my
fail?
first weekend. My first weekend, life happens. So
Yep.
my
Hmm.
wife and
It's
I
tough.
decided to go out to brunch. I actually ate, I ate okay. I actually stayed away from the afternoon mimosas, which is nice.
Hmm.
But didn't work out. I did read. But I mean, we're supposed to be doing 2 workouts a day. I missed both of
Mm-hmm.
them. So I had some
No.
slack on myself the first weekend, but I'm back at
Yeah.
it and
Right.
getting back to the grind. Got my water right
Stuff.
here. I got to drink 5 of these a day. It's
Wow.
a gallon.
Yeah. Right. Good stuff, man. Just get back on the horse.
But I also have been right now. I'm reading the memoir for Phil Knight. It's called Shoe Dog. Have you heard of it?
Mm, no. But is that the
No.
post you made on Facebook?
Yeah.
Like,
Hmm.
what? That's the Bulls head coach, or no?
No. The owner of Nike,
The owner of Nike.
or the
Okay.
founder of Nike, you could also
Oh,
say. But started, just getting in the groove of reading 10 pages a day. I found myself last night, and I've never been like a huge reader, but like found myself last night reading for 2 hours. Right.
nice.
That's just different for me.
You were in it.
I'm not a speed reader, so I only
Yeah.
got through like 60 pages, but
Uh-huh.
it's better
Good
than
stuff.
nothing.
Absolutely. Get in. I think all the great knowledge is like in books. Like we're so used to the content, the video content nowadays. It's like easy to just turn something on and watch it. But like there's no such thing as like um passive reading,
Hmm.
you know. Like yeah, you, you could read something and be like, what the hell did I just read? And have to go back. But like your brain is engaged the whole time.
I do that
Yeah,
all the time,
having to
having to go
reread.
back and reread something I just
Yeah,
read. I think that's also my ADHD brain getting at me, but who knows?
right. Cool. I'm gonna go take a leak and I'll be right back.
All right.
All right, let's go.
That's quick.
It was quick, but the restroom is right there. Yeah, so we'll just do like I'll do a couple and then you could do a couple.
Sounds like a plan.
Mm-hmm. It's a weird one. I'm actually almost through the Southwest Florida list, but got a whole bunch more to do. In Florida, I pulled lists in Georgia and Tennessee.
The volunteer state.
You're what?
Tennessee, it's the volunteer state.
What does that mean?
Do you know what it means to be a volunteer?
Yeah, I think so. But there we go. Do we don't got uh any comments. As this month goes on, I hope to get some engagement and make some connections in here. So gonna make that happen this week.
Do we have
Get some
anybody
more
on
people in
live?
here. No,
That's all right. That's all right.
but that's what the replay's for.
Exactly. And you start
Yeah.
somewhere.
You gotta
When we
start
start
somewhere.
slinging deals, everybody's going to start flocking,
Yes, sir. And a big part of this challenge is also showing that you don't have to have it all figured out. Like stumble forward, just take action, like fumble your way through conversations. Like as long as you're making calls, having conversations, and making offers, this business is simple and you will get deals. Okay. So they bought this one back in July. Another FHA loan. Right now I'm looking to see if there's any information on the realtor commission. Yeah, see, they're trying to save money, 2.5%. What's that mean? Cool. So on this one, like it's showing they bought it for 263 back in July, FHA, and approximate underlying balance is 253. So like with the agents like making the listing like probably 5%, 2.5% on each side. So they're trying to net a little bit more. So they're probably trying to net like or like walk away with like 280 before paying off the underlying balance. So on this one, I'm not gonna go right into like offering to cover the commission because the entry fee is already kind of where it is, like almost 30,000 on $300,000 home, and ideally we want to be like 10% or lower on the entry fee. Let's see what their approximate interest rate is. It's like 5.75. So like still not the best, but we have different exit strategies that we could do that still make this deal work. So call everybody. See what their phone number is. Okay.
Please leave your message for 81.
Okay, she just texted me back and asked she could call back later. Yeah, so an important thing to do like as you go is like also add them into your contacts. I'm calling off my cell phone. Like we don't have any fancy like dialer. It's tracking everything. You could do this with what you got. So when they do call back, you know who's calling. And I also add the address that I'm calling about in their contact. So I could just pull it right up. Cool. The one thing, like user interface, that if I could talk to someone from Batch and give them a tip would be let's switch. Can you see Batch?
Mm-hmm.
Would be like, rather than having to click out of the X and then like find where I'm at in the list, if there would just be like an arrow button where I could click through the list. But no big deal. Okay. This is another 2022 build. Jeez. Yeah, they're nuts. Like, all right, so I could already tell, like, just based on my understanding of this market, that these people are way overpriced. This is a almost 1,300 square feet home. Yes, it is like a 22 build, but this is just like a basic spec home. And but I'm gonna give them a call anyway and see what's going on. I suspect there's not much motivation, but
Only one way to find out.
exactly. Luisa. Is that how you pronounce this name? Luisa.
Louisa?
Yeah, hi Luisa.
Yes.
Hey there, this is Nicholas. I'm actually calling about a listing I see you have over on 15th Street Southwest.
Correct.
Yeah, did you get that one sold yet, or is it still available?
No, it is still available.
Cool. Yeah, I'm looking for an investment property, so I'm just looking on Zillow right now, and figured I'd give you a call and see what you could tell me about it.
Well, it's basically a new house. It is built, let's see, he moved in June. Was it either
Mhm.
end of May or beginning of June of 2022 is when it was finished.
Right, yeah, I see that. End of June.
I don't think it was the end of June. I think it was either the end of May or beginning of June, but in that general area.
Yeah.
So it's not that old. The area is a very quiet area. It's actually pretty nice.
Mhm.
It's the street
street, I believe, is a dead-end street as you're going down it. It's near Gunnery, which is the main road off of Lee Boulevard.
Mm-hmm.
So you're very close to Fort Myers and all the shopping, the restaurants. You're
Right.
pretty close to the beaches.
Right. Takes you like right to like Whole Foods.
Right. Yeah.
Off Gunnery.
Everything is there. Trader Joe's, the mall.
Yeah.
You're probably, I want to say 15 to 20 minutes from either the Sanibel beaches or Fort Myers beaches, which leads you down to, Estero Boulevard. Then you go down to Bonita and all the beaches down there. You just go down 41 and you'll hit them all, or Estero Boulevard.
Right. Yeah, I'm familiar with the area. I just kind of want to see what's going on. I mean, it looks like they just bought the property. What?
Yeah, he's got a job in Jacksonville.
Okay.
So he has to move, and he's a motivated seller.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
just so you know that, and the stuff is negotiable.
Mm-hmm.
He bought. It's a brand new refrigerator that he bought. It's got like if you looked at the video, it's like a double door. It's kind of weird. I've never seen it before. You open the first door, it's a beverage center, and then that opens up to the inside of the refrigerator. So all his appliances in there are new.
Mm-hmm.
Relatively new,
Right.
They're under a year, so I'm sure they're all under warranty. And like I said, he's motivated.
Mm-hmm. And
what else?
any offer? Yeah, any offers on the table right now, or what kind of feedback are you getting?
No offers on the table right now.
Uh-huh.
So, like I said, he's motivated and put in a good offer. I'm probably going to accept it.
Cool. So, have you had much showings and any feedback from any interested buyers?
430 we didn't. At 399 we did.
At 399 you did.
Yes.
Uh-huh. Okay. Is the property currently occupied?
They go to Jacksonville during the week, and so they're not there during the week because they're working.
Okay, so they're making that trip every week?
They're making that trip every week, yes.
Wow.
That's why he's motivated.
Right. Okay, what's his plans after he sells? After it's all said and done, is he looking to buy another home, or what's that situation?
He's renting right now out of Jacksonville, and then he'll plan to buy a home there. They're searching different areas in Jacksonville, as most people would. They want the nice neighborhood. So.
Right. Yeah. There's the price points in Jacksonville are reasonable too. So, like, depending on what he's looking for, I'm sure he'll be able to find something. And
I think if it comes in at a decent price for him, he'll be able to have a good down payment, and they'll be able to find something. They're really lovely people. And like I said, most of their furniture is negotiable. If anybody,
if they wanted to keep it. You're saying
they were originally wanted to sell it turnkey, everything included.
Yeah, that could be.
Stitches, sheets, and then they weren't getting a lot of hits on that, so we dropped it down to $399 and negotiable.
Yeah.
If you give them a good offer, they may want to throw it in.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so just to be like kind of transparent with you, with where our cash offers are being like very conservative right now in the current economic environment. So it would probably not even be in the ballpark like of the 399, or like in the 300s. It'd be way low. So I'm not sure if that would. I mean, I could almost be certain that wouldn't, get them very excited. But there is another way that we are buying a lot of our properties right now, and that's with terms. I don't know if anyone has approached you with any offers a little bit outside the box. No. So I haven't comped the property yet to actually like determine the value. But honestly, the purchase price doesn't matter as much as long as we could work out terms that would be suitable where we could come in and turn this into an investment and make cash flow every month. So as long as our payment is in range where we could, get market rent and, make a few $100 in cash flow every month, that's pretty much our business model right now.
Okay, when you write down those terms, I'll present it to them. That's what I can tell you.
Cool. Yeah, so what that would look like is, I'll definitely put something in writing for you, but what that would look like, Louisa, is essentially we'd want to keep that mortgage in place, and we would just essentially leverage the existing loan, and because he probably has a better rate than where they're at now, since the Fed has jumped him up.
Most definitely he does.
Right.
So you're thinking about assuming?
It's pretty similar to assuming, but we're actually purchasing the properties subject to the existing mortgage. So we leave the mortgage in place, and then we take over the responsibility of making. Basically, we're the owner of the home, so we take the responsibility of all the expenses, maintenance, and taxes and insurance, all that. So we would just have to determine what the underlying balance is, and then what the difference is in their equity. We would have to structure that in an equal monthly payment to them. We give them something down at closing, of course, to get them on their way, and then we would structure it that way.
Well, Nicholas, to be honest with you, I don't know if they're going to go for that, but put it down in writing, let them look at it.
Yep.
And it's their decision. It's not my decision.
Right. Yeah, that's all we could do. It's just another option for them to maximize the value of the home that they could get. And if they are looking to buy another property, say in a couple months, we do have mortgage lenders that we work with that could help them get approved for another loan by showing that it would essentially look like this is a rental property for them, that they're not responsible for making those mortgage payments, and we could help them get approved for another loan.
Like I said, put it in writing.
Cool.
So they can see what the terms are, and we'll go from there. All I can do is give it to them and have an attorney look at it.
Of course.
And then they'll decide what they want to do.
That sounds good, Louisa. I will do that. I'll prepare that email for you and see what they think. This is my cell phone that I'm calling you from, so could you just text it to me?
Yep, I will text it to you.
Awesome. All right, I appreciate you. Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Yep.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay.
How do you feel?
Choppy, but just fumbling my way through it, and
that's what it's about.
That's what we're doing. That's what
Something I've been taught since I've been in sales is the other person on the other end of the line, in our case, or the other end of the phone, has no clue what you're supposed to be saying. Right? So they don't, whether you sound choppy to you or what sounds choppy to you may not sound choppy to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Sure. I know what you mean.
It sounds choppy to you because you know what you're supposed to be saying or what you want it ideally to sound like, but
right. I want to be better. I want to be better. That's what I'm going for. I know I could do better and be better. So like I have those high expectations in myself, but what you said is exactly right. Yeah. Cool. So this would be a hybrid one. She said they are motivated. So who knows?
From what I heard, you correct me if I'm wrong. What I heard is obviously they're motivated. They have a lot of pain there, traveling from Jacksonville to I don't even know where you're calling exactly.
I'm calling Lehigh Acres. So that's
Southwest, right?
that's a 3.5 hour drive every week, one way.
That's a hike.
That
So
sucks.
I'm sure they're ready to be done with that. So they definitely have some pain and some urgency, and it's, I mean, for what they're priced at, like you even mentioned before you got on the call, is they're priced high, probably because they need to find money for a down payment. And if they're looking to turnkey the property, they're obviously needing money to, furnish their new home. So that's where it sounds like their money's needing to get their money's worth and make sure that they come out on top there. So I think a good little subject to opportunity wouldn't hurt them at all
Totally agree.
if presented right.
Right.
When presented right.
There you go. Let's see if this is a full 3% commission, 2.5%. See, all these people are trying to squeeze as much out of it that they can, which is awesome. I totally
Everybody
get
eats.
it. Everybody eats. Everybody needs to eat. Woot woot. Another thing I'm thinking right now is just as I ease into this, being a little bit, or just slowing things down a little bit. I feel like that conversation went fast. And I was trying to get through it, but just make sure we're on the same page, with and she's hearing what I'm saying and understanding what I'm saying. What do you think about that?
I agree. I think, and I think I'll be on the same level with you. Is I think that a lot of times, especially in sales in general, you want to be proactive and be ready to speak once the other person's done speaking. So you kind of have in your head a script that your seller or the other person on the other end of the phone has in front of them, when in reality you have no clue what they're going to say. So you really do have to sit there and kind of process things after they're done speaking, and then take it from there with your response. So
Yeah,
I think a
active
little bit of
listening
awkward silence there is probably a good thing.
for sure. I agree. I have to. Let's see. I'm saving her. Lisa Hawkins. Saving her contact because I'm gonna have to go in later and add these to the CRM and send out these emails.
How are you tracking who you need to send an email to, or who you need to follow up with, what you need to, how are you tracking all that?
Right now I'm doing in Podio, but I'm actually getting a call from my accountability partner, so it should take 5 minutes.
Got all kinds of distractions coming through.
Yeah. Freddie.
Nicholas, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday. What's cracking?
Is this our first call for the week?
It is. Yeah, man. I've been running during our scheduled call time. So sorry about that.
You want to change your call time?
I have pondered the idea, but I think 12 o'clock is fine. But
I'm excited to know how your challenge is going.
yeah, right. I do have a quick question on the topic of just changing our call time. Say that I know that I'm gonna miss the call, or it's coming close or whatever, and I do miss it. Is there a time later in the day that you are available that we might be able to jump on a call so we're not missing our calls?
Yes.
What's that time frame look like for you?
Yes. Just for me, anything before 7 p.m.
Okay.
So I can just call
Shoot you a text.
we can schedule a backup plan.
Yeah.
Before 7.
Yeah. Because I would definitely like to get back on the train of consistency with our calls. It's been.
Well, now that I got you on the line here, do you mind if we go over last week?
Yes.
Goals for last week.
Right.
I want to know if, depending on how last week turned out, we can talk about this week.
Yeah. So, the main thing from last week was on Thursday and Friday. Well, Wednesday I did my first live stream, I believe.
Yes.
On the 1st. So that went well. And then Thursday and Friday.
Well, I have here written down the things you wanted.
Okay, yeah, go through it.
So wake up buyer before 4:50 5 times.
Yes, I was on Thursday and Friday. I woke up at 4:50 and then 4:30 on Friday.
Would you say you did this 5 times last week? 4 times last week?
I think 3 or 4.
Complete 75-day hard challenge every day.
Yeah, I'm on day 11.
Yes, very nice.
Yeah, which is the day I failed last time. So after today, I'll be a new record.
So then practice keyboard 5 times.
I don't think so. I think
4 times?
3
Yeah.
times? Yeah, it was like 3 or 4 times. I didn't do it over the weekend because I was watching wrestling, Big Ten championships, and UFC.
Well, I'm happy that you stuck because of this challenge. I'm happy that you stuck with reading and the workout.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, next one is 3 hours of prospecting 4 times, which that was the goal initially at the beginning of the week.
For this week or like last week, we're still on last week.
For last week, and I remember that as the week went by, you were focusing more on the live streaming and the videos. I was curious if you did 1 day, 2 days of 3 hours of prospecting.
I didn't last week.
Next, by any chance, did you do 2 hours of prospecting any one of those days?
No. But I'm back on it. I'm back on it this week. Last week I just had like appointments and stuff, and I was kind of off track a little bit.
Okay.
But I'm back on the bandwagon. And
here's the next one: 7 short videos of content.
I've created 5.
The next one: figure out how many. Okay, you want to figure out how many videos you want to live stream, knowing that you want to develop the habit of doing 3 to 5 days a week of live streaming 1 to 3 hours. So, this is what I wrote down because last week we talked about it. You didn't come up with a number of how many live streams you want to do in a week, and you wanted the last week to kind of be the experiment.
Yeah, the plan is like 4 to 5 days, or 4 to 6 days.
Okay.
Yes.
So then it's gonna be 4 to 6 days moving forward. How many hours?
3 hours.
Okay, so
minimum.
2 things out of the 6 goals that you had, you accomplished 2. Then you almost accomplished the others. Then you, I think the least one was the prospecting.
Right. Yeah, last week was just a little bit slow, but
So let's. If you want to repeat
This
the goals
same
for
with-
last week to this week?
Yeah, same goals for sure. But now we could talk about this week, right?
Yes.
Okay. So
So for just to double check here, you want to wake up before 4:50 time. Did you do this Monday and Tuesday?
no.
What times are you waking up?
The past 3 days I've woken up at like 5:45 and then like 5:10, and today I woke up at like around 5:15.
So 5:45, 5:10, 5:15. Is there something happening the night before?
Yeah, I've been going to bed too late.
What times are you going to bed? And is there something causing it?
Yeah, I was like 75 hard, like getting my reading in, and making the post last night. I spent
Wait, you're not doing that in the morning?
doing what?
Oh, this is another post. This is not the. Okay, I'm thinking about the progress picture. No, this is a post.
Yeah, social media. Because I'm trying to do one post a day, right? So last night or yesterday I didn't. So I ended up making one later in the evening, and yeah.
Okay.
So that was that.
So you're staying up late, wanting to stick to your disciplines of every day.
Yeah.
I get that. Okay. And so if the goal, if it cannot be 5 times this week because it's Wednesday and it hasn't happened yet,
Yeah.
do you
It's
want
gonna be
to change the goal to 2 times this week? So it's Thursday and Friday,
2 times. 2 times.
2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So have it to wake up before 4:50 Thursday.
Mhm.
And complete 75-day heart challenge. You're gonna go from, if Sunday was day 8, it means that you started this week at day 9 and you're gonna end it on probably day.
Today's day 11, so
Yeah.
14.
You're gonna end it on day 14.
Mhm.
Nice. Okay. So that's on track. Practice keyboards. Have you been doing keyboarding Monday, Tuesday?
Monday, yes. Yesterday, no.
So far you're 1 out of 5.
Yeah.
Do you still want to keep your goal of doing it 5 times in a week?
Yes.
Is there anything particular that if you do it 5 times in a week, you would have achieved with keyboarding?
Yeah, I'm pretty close to getting the end part of this song down that I've been working on. So that's what I'm working on this week. So I have that done.
So if you keyboard 5 times this week, you would be closer to finishing the song you've been working
I would say so, yeah.
on. And tell me about 3 hours of prospecting. Has it happened this week?
No, not yet.
Do you
I
want
did.
that to go today?
Yeah, that's the goal for today.
Do you want to make the goal for the week to get this done 3 times, 2 times in the week?
3
If you do
times.
3 times, you'd be already 200% better than last week.
Yeah. So we're going 3 hours at least on a day. Today through Friday, and possibly some on Saturday.
So I put it here that 3 hours of prospecting at least 2 times in a week or 3 times in a week.
3 times.
attempts. Okay. Then you have it where you want to do. Last week was 7 short videos of content, which means a video every day. Did you do a video on Monday and Tuesday? I believe it's yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Figure out how many, and then this live streaming. You want to do live streaming this week 4 or 5 times?
Yes.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. I did it. Yeah, I did it on Monday. Yesterday I didn't work. I took the day.
Now, if it's live streaming, I'll put at least 4 times.
Yeah, that's the plan.
Okay, so then you're still on track if you do it today. So Thursday is 3, Friday is 4.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you got it. So then, about your prospecting, we started by any chance already?
Yeah, we've been going for like an hour already.
Yes, so you have 2 more hours left.
At least, yeah.
Okay, by 4 p.m. your time, should that be done?
Yeah.
Okay, I should put it. I'll put an alarm on my phone now. I hit you up then.
Yup. And
Okay, my messages.
cool. Thank you, Freddie.
And about the calling, if you don't call, I'll have it in my mind to call you later in the evening.
Yeah.
We'll pick up a time that works. But what I'm gonna
Cool.
do is I'll call you about 4 different times. I'll take 4 different times if you don't pick up.
Yeah.
And then I know that you'll end up picking up because you want to.
Yes.
And based on that, the times that you pick up, we'll know what times work best in the afternoons.
Okay. Good game plan. Thank you, Freddie. Cheers. All right. Thanks, Tony.
Cheers.
Cheers. Yeah, it's been like 5 days since I've talked to him, so that was a little bit longer of a call.
No
Cool.
problem.
So,
No problem.
what are you thinking on this? 3 to 4 hours this week. We got a lot of prospects to call, so
I think 3 to 4 hours is like, I mean, fine and dandy. I think it's more about the action, like the number, not so much about the number of hours, but more so about the number of contacts. Because I mean, we can sit on here for 3 to 4 hours and have all kinds. I mean, accountability calls, bathroom breaks, random chats, and make 10 calls and talk to like 4 people. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean. So let's get back to calling.
Exactly.
I mean, like, just on the same point real quick, is of course what matters is the conversations you're having. So, but like, it also takes time to go through all these prospects, and we got a lot of them. The one I pulled in Georgia is like 145 records. So, like, and he says on average it's taking about 50 conversations to get a deal. Hopefully we could do better than that, but just setting the expectation. Okay, so this one is currently listed at 379, like 380. 350. So it looks like these people are trying to walk away with like probably $20,000 in their pocket. Hmm. Just had to finish this, making the contacts for Luisa.
Por favor, deje su mensaje para... Lo siento.
What the fuck? Okay, I'm trying again. This is a Miami number.
Hello.
Hi, Jenny.
Sí.
Yeah, hello. This is Nicholas. I'm calling about a listing over on 10th Street West in Lehigh.
Oh, yes. I'm sorry. I don't know if it's possible to follow to the word in this listing because the family has an issue. So
The family's having issues.
yes.
Okay, that's okay. I'm looking for an investment property, so I would love to be a resource for you, and maybe help the situation, come up with a solution if we can.
Yes, thank you. I'll let you know. Thank you.
Okay.
Pero I think on the family maybe it's possible don't want to sell.
Oh, they might not want to sell.
It's possible.
Okay.
Yes.
All right, Jenny.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Nicholas.
Yeah, Jenny, real quick, when should I follow up with you? When you might have a better idea what's going on?
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, when should I follow up?
Until now, I don't know what is the best day.
Okay, maybe a couple weeks.
Yes.
Okay.
Sure.
Okay. All right, Jenny.
Okay.
I'll make a note.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You too.
All right. Bye-bye. Important to keep pushing, like,
Nice.
yeah. So I didn't realize I wasn't sharing my screen, but just figuring it out. Okay. So interesting. Let's see. There we go. That's the cool thing about copy and paste. All right, Tony, you want to take a crack at it?
I could.
Ooh. Okay, so this looks like a hybrid deal.
Can I get an address?
Yeah. Can you see the screen or no?
Not at the moment. Now I can.
So you see they're listed about 100K over the underlying balance. Brand new home. This is a FHA. Pretty awesome payment, under 4% approximately, like for an interest rate. So yeah, I would give them a call and see what the heck is going on. Let's share this tab. Pretty nice in here. Buyer agency commission 2.5%. They just bought this back in May. That's a great price for a brand new house in Lehigh Acres. 260. They owe about 250 approximately.
All right, I'll just give it a go.
Hello.
Hey, Lillian, this is Tony Powers. I'm calling about a listing that you have on 1123 Summer Boulevard out in Lehigh Acres.
Hi, yes.
Yeah, did you guys get that one sold yet?
No, not yet.
Awesome. Well, I just wanted to, give you a call, get some information on the property. Just so you know, I am an investor. I actually do a lot of the underwriting on my team. So, wanted to get some questions answered, see what's going on, and hopefully you can help me clear up the situation and see if it might be a good fit. Does that sound good?
Yeah, that sounds good. Is it Suma, right? Is that Suma?
Yes, 1123.
Okay.
Awesome. So obviously I have seen I do a lot of scouring of Zillow. But I see that it's been on Zillow for a bit. So active on the market, hasn't really moved. Uh, could you tell me anything about it? Why are they looking to sell? Has there not been much interest?
Has been in the market that long because it was tenant occupied, and they just recently moved by the end of February. So basically, we have been able to move the property and do the photos and all the marketing like 2 days ago.
Okay.
And
So is it
so
vacant right now?
now it's vacant. Now we have been having showings, kind of like with the new pictures, and so I guess that now is going to be more attractive, and it may have more interest in the property now that it's vacant and able to be seen, because before we weren't able to show the property to anyone.
Gotcha. How long has it been vacant, did you say?
They move out by the end of February on the 26th. We clean it, we painted, and I updated like 2-3 days ago.
Okay.
Everything on the MLS.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I took a look at some of the pictures. It does, I mean, like you said, it looks like it was freshly painted, looks pretty clean and clear. Looks like you guys got some good sun in there for the pictures.
Yeah.
Nice. So obviously, I mean, your sellers are already moved out. Did they buy a new home already, or are they renting, or what's going on there?
No, the property was tenants occupied. It was from the owner, the one that was living in the property.
Okay.
They had it as a investment. They have another property that they're selling. They're selling two of them.
Okay.
So yeah.
Well, maybe if we could figure something out on this one, we could take a look at that other one as well. But as far as this one goes, is there a reason why I just can't quite figure it out? Like, are they looking to sell it just because they're done with the property, or was it not renting? Just
They're looking to sell because they're maybe moving out of Lee County. But they basically just want to get another property bigger than what they have now. So they're just selling the ones that they have in order to buy the other one.
got it. That makes sense. Well, as I mentioned, I am an investor, so I want to let you know I mean, as you're probably aware, there's a lot of different ways that you can buy a property, right? You can come in with cash, or what I've been a lot more accustomed to these days, especially given the market, is doing some creative strategies where we set things up on terms. Have you done anything like that before in the past?
No.
Okay. So that's no problem, and I'd love to, take the time to walk you through it and help you guys feel comfortable with it. But in essence, what we like to come in and do is we like to come in and make the sellers happy first off by offering some type of what their asking price might be. So we work with them on that. Obviously, we're going to come in and we're going to compensate you, Lilium, and obviously we want to be a solution for the seller, right? It seems like I mean, obviously, if we were to come in as a cash offer, it's going to be well below probably what they owe on the property, and I assume they're not looking to take some type of loss on the property or anything like that.
No, to be honest, no. They're looking to get at least full price offer.
Okay.
In order to, they're not even hurry to sell, to be honest.
Okay.
So we most likely are looking to receive like a full price offer.
Perfect.
And they're willing to cover it with closing costs if they receive
Of course.
at least full price. We know that when we do appraisals and everything, depending on how everything is gonna go, price may change.
Mm-hmm.
But at least they want to have something with no loss on it.
Yeah. Well, obviously you've been in touch with your sellers and working with them for a bit, and I'm sure you have some type of gauge for what they're looking to get out of selling the property. Do you know what type of net they're looking for? How much they're trying to put in their pockets?
For this one, I will say at least like 330 would be the lowest.
Okay. And just so I know, like where would that put them as far as, cash in hand at the end of the day after the close or at closing table, do you know?
No, I don't know.
Okay. Because I'm assuming they have some type of mortgage to pay off.
On that one, yes.
Yeah. Okay. Well, just to kind of run you through what I like to do, as I mentioned, I am an investor, right? So cash offer, like we kind of already eliminated that. What I actually have been doing a lot of is creative, right? So I come in and we usually go in and we assume a loan, take over the payments of uh, take over the payments of a current mortgage, and we would be actually responsible for paying down that mortgage and taking care of the interest in taking care of all the insurance on the property and all that stuff. So, outside of that, what we would actually also do is we would be looking to um, essentially, like I said, pay that seller on some type of terms for their equity. I haven't gone into any type of deep dive on what that stuff would look like. I just wanted to make some type of introductory call, see where your sellers are at, and see how we might be able to be of benefit. What I've done in the past is come in, for example, I had a deal out here in Tennessee, and my previous seller was actually selling their property. They didn't have a lot of equity in it, and they were pretty pressed. They actually bought a new home that was a new build, and they were waiting for that to be built for them to move in. So they actually put their current property up for sale. I was actually on the market for about 2 months, and throughout that 2 months, they couldn't even get close. Oh, I got hung up on. But I'll call her back. That's all right.
Your call has been forwarded to an auto.
Think I lost her.
Yeah. No,
Happens.
she probably got lost in what you're saying.
Yeah, I
You're
know.
talking like the third party story, like I think it wasn't necessarily like at that point in the conversation. Like and the Knoxville one didn't directly relate to their situation because you said they don't have much equity or whatever.
Yeah.
These people probably looking at 50 to like 65K in equity.
Okay.
I was just doing the simple math when so she was just probably thinking like, where is this going?
Yeah, but that happens when you're, like I said earlier, a newbie.
Yes, I love it. We're failing forward, and this is awesome. So the thing that you said that I don't know if you saw my reaction. I was like, what the fuck?
Assuming the loan. Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, like damn, because you already know, like, that we're not assuming the loan. That's a different transaction, and
We're
the
just
difference
taking the
between
responsibility.
the difference between assuming the loan and purchasing the property subject to the existing mortgage is when you assume the loan, you have to go through the whole arduous process of the bank underwriting you as a borrower, and it takes a whole lot longer. There's a bunch of fees involved, like it's a lot more expensive. And then the loan, you basically like the loan goes into your name, and you just get the same terms as the original loan. With subject to, no banks need to be involved. We're just going in and taking over the responsibility of the mortgage, keep it in the seller's name, because the debt and the deed are two separate instruments. So the deed could transfer, we become the owner, and keep the mortgage in their name.
Okay.
Yeah. Pace Morby uses the analogy of a credit card to compare the transaction in real estate. Like when you go to the grocery store and you buy your groceries with your Visa credit card or MasterCard, whatever it is, you're essentially using someone else's money to buy your groceries, right? But when you walk out the store, like, are those groceries Visas?
Nope. They're mine. And I'm going to put those
there you
groceries in my belly when I get home.
go. Yeah, and what determines that you're the owner of the groceries?
When I bring them back home and I eat them.
Yeah, but there's something you get that shows that
That
you now
receipt.
own the receipt. So the receipt and the new debt that you created on your credit card are two separate things. Just because you use someone else's money doesn't mean that it's theirs. So it's a similar thing in real estate when you're purchasing a property subject to. Yeah, for the people,
For the people.
Okay, so on the equity pitch, just I know it's like so hard when you're like fumbling through it and like figuring out what words to say, but just like the don't the better, or like, what am I saying? The more you could dumb it down, the better. Like
Yeah.
So it looks like they have like some equity. What we'd like to do is like pay them out a down payment towards that equity and structure an equal monthly payment on top of us paying the mortgage. Just like a simple one-liner, and then just like let it sit and marinate and let her ask questions. She didn't have any room to breathe in that convo. Like that's why she probably hung up.
Yeah.
But this is
Look
good.
better.
Let's call another one. Any of the ones that you jag on, like I could always call them back later and try from a different angle. Oh, fuck. We got another potential hybrid for you. So this one I would disqualify cash. Like,
I can't see what you're looking at.
right, I forgot to share the screen. So they bought this back in June. The property looks kind of rough. On talking points, ask about the hurricane damage. Ask if they're willing to take a loss on it. Like they're asking 425. I would literally anchor them like with a range that is like less than half, like about half. So they probably wouldn't entertain that, would they? All right. You ready to rock and roll?
I'm reading it. Hold on now.
Okay. Oh, this is Pavich. This dude's big.
What?
Hold on. Let's see.
A luxury realtor.
Yeah, this dude is like everywhere in Southwest Florida on all the billboards.
Oh shit.
Do you want to take it?
I mean, if
You
you
might
want to
not
take it,
even.
you can. It doesn't. I mean, it doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, his phone number isn't even on the listing.
239-910-0304, according to his website.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
You've reached Joe Pavich Jr. Sorry, Mr. Call. Please leave your name and number, and I'll call you back as soon as possible. You can also reach my assistant, Teresa Tulin, at 239-896-5033. You can also text message me. Thank you.
Did you catch that number?
No.
Let's see if I can find his assistant's number.
That's what the double dial's for.
Okay. Right. I missed.
If he answers, just tell him you were trying to get his voicemail again.
Right. Hi, Joe. Hey there. This is Nicholas. I was just calling about a listing over on Imperial Shores Boulevard. Did I catch you at a bad time?
That's a good time.
Cool. Yeah, so I'm looking for an investment property. I was just searching on Zillow and came across this one. It looks interesting. What can you tell me about it? There's no pictures.
There should be. There's no pictures of that home.
Not of the interior. Yeah. This is the one with the hurricane damage.
Yes. Yeah, let me see. I'm just trying to get my phone to work here.
You're good.
I don't have any pictures of the actual house, but it does need. The house did get wet.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it did get some wet. It did get wet. Yeah, let me see here.
Yeah. Bonita got hit pretty hard.
It did. Yeah, it got about 2 feet of water.
Is the house currently occupied?
It is. Yeah. Well, no, actually, no, I'm sorry, it's not. There's nobody living.
Okay. Any offers on the table?
I do. Yeah, not right. Well, I had one yesterday for $375,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not going to go that low on the place. I mean, he'll work with a buyer. He wants to sell it, but he doesn't want to give it away. I mean, it is near the beach.
Yeah, really close.
Those are the land value is probably 400,000. I mean, I think he'll probably go to 4 by his number.
Mm-hmm.
And it's close. I mean, you can ride a bike there.
Yep. Right.
But it probably needs 100 grand.
Yeah.
Probably 100 grand.
Shit. Okay. Yeah. Shit. So he said no way, Jose, to 375.
He did, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I think for cash, I probably wouldn't be able to beat that. would he be opposed to doing something creative if we came in with a full price offer or over full price and offered to take care of you as a listing agent and closing costs?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
You
There.
get creative.
Okay. He just bought this home. It looks like back in August. Wow. Or no, it went too far back. Did he buy it back in June?
I don't think so. I think he's had it for a couple of years.
Okay. Did he maybe refinance or something?
Yeah, he may have done that. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking on one of the platforms I use that shows like some mortgage details. Essentially on the creative side, what I was just mentioning is if we came in with a full price offer and it would be as is, we essentially wanted to come in and take over the existing debt, and then whatever equity he has, we'd want to structure it in a way where we give him something down towards that equity and structure an equal monthly payment to him on top of the mortgage.
You say monthly payment. What do you mean?
We'd structure an equal monthly payment over a set term for his equity portion. At a full price offer, he'd be having some equity.
Yeah, I mean, I would say that we would just do a closing at full price, and we would just work it out. Just do a normal closeout. I don't think he wants to work the equity out a different way. I mean, I think he just prefer just do a regular closing at whatever number we come to. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The 30-day closing as is, however you want to do it. I don't really care.
Right. This is just kind of how we want to structure it. Like, considering there is about 100K estimated repairs. If we could structure it some type of equity payment. It could just be like a plan B, if anything, like just run it past him and see if that'd be something he want to entertain.
Well, I don't think so. I mean, why would we just not need to go if you go full price? Why don't we just do full price and just close in 30 days? What would be the difference?
The difference essentially would be the entry fee. Like, in order to make it an investment and make it make sense on like our return that we're looking for, to put that much into the property just wouldn't be there for us.
I mean, after closing, how would that? I mean, full price gets him equity. He gets paid. I mean,
right. So we like to structure it in a way where we get him what he needs in terms of a down payment to get him on to his way. He's already moved out of the property, so it essentially turned into kind of like an investment for him, where he'd have no responsibility over the property any longer, but receive some mailbox money every month. Not have to go in and make any.
I guess the big thing is how would he ensure that would happen once he no longer owns the property?
It'd be secured by a note and a deed of trust. Leaned against the property. Leaned against the property. Yeah. And it'd all be serviced through a mortgage servicing company. So the payments come out every month automatically.
Okay. Well, yeah. I mean, listen, just look at it, present it. I'll have my attorney and then his attorney or whatever review it.
Cool.
Let's I mean,
yeah, it's just another option to explore. And if we were able to come to an agreement, we could close relatively quickly and get in there, get the work done, and bring it back up to speed.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Sounds good.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Joe. You have this is my cell phone. Can you text me your email or?
Sure. I'll do it right now.
Cool. All right. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Not shabby.
Let's
Stayed
go.
strong.
Let's go. There was some points in there where I was like silent, like thinking through my response, like I was a little caught up in there, like, but I managed to
I thought it sounded fine. Your responses,
work my way through it.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
your responses seemed, thought out,
Mhm.
like easy to understand.
Yeah. I was able to answer his questions, so. And he's a fucking OG. I'm glad I was able to have that connection with him and maybe build a relationship with him, even if this one doesn't work out. That's what it's all about.
For sure.
Cool. We're just rocking and rolling. I have several emails. Excuse me. To crank out after we're done with this. This session is obviously geared towards generating leads. I'm glad I took that call. I bet you were a little bit too. What do you say?
I think that my biggest thing is I try and detail too much, but there were definitely some questions in there that I probably would not have been able to answer, or
Yeah.
definitely wouldn't have answered with the detail needed for him to move
Right.
forward.
Right. So, based on what we're doing here, like what we've just experienced with the hybrid calls, I could handle those ones for now until you kind of get a better feel for the conversation, and then have you just focus primarily on the straight no equity deals where like they have very little spread because you have those third party stories ready to go as well. What do you think?
Works for me.
You feel more comfortable doing that?
I think I'll figure it all out, so I'm not too worried about it. It's just taking it one step at a time. So
Yeah. It's all about the double dial too.
exactly. You almost didn't even call him back.
I didn't. I thought about it. I'm glad I did. I'm just saving his contacts so I could go back later and send that email out. Cool. There was one in here. Let's see what this is. There's another one in Bonita Springs that like I'm not seeing in this list. That was like one that they would have to cut a check. This is another hybrid one. Do you want to take it?
I could.
Let's do it. So they bought it for 260.
Let me see it.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do the screen share. Thanks for reminding me. So looks like they bought it in February of last year. And they owe 252. Why are they? I'm just curious, like what's going on? What changed? They just bought this new home. It's beautiful. Like what's got them wanting to move out? By the way, when I'm always asking like what their motivation is, like I try not to use the word why. I try to use what and how. Like formulate similar question. Oh, is this? What the heck? Formulate a why question, like rephrase, like somehow with what or how. Okay. Ladini. Can you see? I have to get better at switching my tabs. So here we are. It says 114 days, but they removed it. This is a weird one because it's saying they removed it in November. And it's not showing that it was relisted. But just call and see what's going on. Do you know how many? 1, 2, 3. We got like 5 or 6 contacts. Oh, and also notice how like I'm not saying owner finance or like seller finance portion because like that's like I don't know some realtors like that's like trigger word for them. They're like throws them off. They're like against it. Or like I don't know. In some cases, some instances. So like I just try to talk in simple terms like with structuring like an equal monthly payment towards their equity, like what it actually is without like saying what it is. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, I get it. Little blanket statements.
Yeah.
All right. Well, here it goes.
Let's go.
Is there before I hit the call button, is there let me see the other tab that you had. Is there any equity in this one? Or
Yeah.
just bought it,
So
right?
they're listed at 323, 290. So they have about like $40,000 in equity, give or take a little bit.
Okay.
been forwarded to an auto. Call has been forwarded to an automated voice messaging system. 2.
Shoot her a text.
What's your time? Like, are you open like this afternoon? Like, how? Like, are we just cranking?
Not really.
Or-
I had blocked off 2 hours. I have probably another I could stretch another 20 minutes.
Okay.
We've been on
Cool.
for
'Cause-
a bit.
Yeah. And I need to eat something. I'm hungry.
Well, let's stretch 20 minutes.
Yep.
Can you eat in 20 minutes?
Yeah, no, that's great.
That's great. You sound like Tony the Tiger. They're great.
Exactly. They're great. I'm more like the Kool-Aid man, like fucking charged through the door.
Oh, yeah.
What's he say? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think that's what he says.
Oh, looks like they closed on this one. Oh, they took a big discount on this one. Big old discount. $50,000. Jeez. Come on. Yeah. Cool. I like this one.
So let me ask you this: Are you, when you let's say you pull one of these properties up, are you really looking to see what the comps are in the area, or are you not really too focused on that? Or did you walk away to go to the bathroom again?
75 hard, baby. Gotta drink that, get that water in.
Is that what you went to do? Is get water?
No, I had to release some water.
Oh.
Yeah. But
I asked you
I
a
heard
question.
your
When
question.
you're looking at these, oh, cool. Go ahead.
Wait, no, go ahead, repeat the question.
When you're looking at these properties with, low equity or just properties that were like recently bought and going back up on the market, are you really looking at the comps in the area, or are you just not worried about that?
I have a general idea, but really the purchase price doesn't matter all that much when you're buying a creative deal. What matters is to a certain extent, like how much we have to put in to get into the deal for an entry fee, and what really matters is what's going out and what's coming in at the end of the day. Because we're not buying properties. When you're buying a creative deal, you're not buying a property for equity. You're buying it based on what you could get in cash flow. And then you could get into like cash on cash return, which is basically like how much money do I have to put in to get this return on a yearly basis in the first year. So does that make sense?
Yeah.
Do you need me to rephrase something?
No, I follow.
Okay. Cool. Well, this one that I just pulled up, this is the last one in the Lee County list for now. And they're listed at $425. They bought the property last February, it looks like, with a VA loan. So they put little money down, or no money down. And what? Okay. So their underlying balance, bro, is 387.
So if they sell at 425,
they might have to cut a check.
Yeah.
Possibly. They've already decreased the price $25,000. It's crazy. Just lagging. Just taking a quick peek and see. Yeah, all these are like 2.5%. Let me see when they actually bought it. Yeah. Okay. And it's been on the market for what? Okay. Okay. It's looking nice outside from the window. Looks like the sun is out. Although it's like 45 degrees here.
Mm.
I'm gonna go on a run. After probably after I eat. I'm calling him back.
Hello, this is Brooks.
Hey Brooks, this is Nicholas. I was just calling about a listing you have over on Northwest 20th Street.
Okay.
Yeah, did I catch you at a bad time?
No.
Cool. All right.
What's
Yeah,
your name?
my name is Nicholas.
Okay. Are you
Yeah,
an agent?
I'm a buyer. I'm actually looking for an investment property. I was just looking on Zillow here and came across this one, so I figured I'd give you a call. And yeah, what could you tell me about it, Brooks?
Let me pull it up here really quickly so I can tell you kind of when we went on market. Let's take a
Cool.
look. I can also see if we have any offers on it currently. Where are you from?
I am originally from Chicago. I moved to Fort Myers, and that's where I got my degree from at FGCU. And then over the summer, well, after I graduated, I went right into real estate investing. And over the summer, I actually moved back to Chicago. I'm here right now for the time being. I have my sights set on getting back to Southwest Florida in the next year or so, but it just made sense for the time being.
Sure. What state did you say you're in again? I'm sorry.
Chicago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So
Yes, we've had the property listed about 26 days. We were asking 450 or reduce it to 425. Sellers are just moving. I believe it's Kentucky. They're just moving to be closer to family.
cool.
They have a few kids, so they're a growing family, and I think it has to do with kind of a job change too.
Hmm.
Somewhere in the mix. So, but it's a great house. It's in good condition. It's pretty spacious, good floor plan, nice privacy in the backyard. It's a corner lot, so it's got a really nice lot. Good landscaping. Just all around well kept house.
For sure. Yeah, it looks really nice inside. I'm just looking at the pictures as we talk here.
Yeah. And typically how our team works too is we have some dedicated buyers agents. So what I can do is get your information to them, and then they can send you every bit of info that we have on the property, and then they can also set up a time for you to come take a look
Yeah,
at it.
boots on the ground. Right. So we're
Trying to do,
sorry. Just so what was that last part, Brooks?
Well, I was just going to say also that we do quite a bit of business in Cape Coral, Fort Myers. So we, if this one would work, we may be able to find you something else that we have.
Yeah, I love to hear that. I'm always looking for the relationship. So if it doesn't work on this one, then we can move on to another.
Well, sometimes we can let you know about them before they hit the market, which is kind of
awesome.
Advantage of our team, just because we do quite a few listings every year.
Cool.
But if I can do that, I can pass your information along and have someone follow up with you and send you the MLS if you want to give me your email.
Yeah, I could text you my email. Is this your cell?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And
you can be anytime, but I'll get you your information to a buyer's agent. And do you think this is a property that you'd want to come take a look at, or?
Well, so we're not looking at we're not going to see every property that we're talking to, because that would take forever. And I was just looking in the price history here. It looks like they just bought it like about a year ago, and so that makes sense with what you told me.
Yes.
It seems like pretty motivated, trying like with that price cut. I mean, that's pretty aggressive there.
Well, the thing is that's pretty much all they can do. Just buy the house. I mean, we felt that 450 was a fair price, but the market's not what it was a year ago, and
right.
They want to get it sold. So
yeah,
they're pretty firm at the 425 though.
Okay.
Not to mislead you.
Yeah, no, I totally get it. So if at 425, are they positive? Like you know, that seems pretty close to what they bought it for.
Yeah, I mean, there's
You know, when it's all said and done.
yeah, I mean, they're going to be okay at that number. But
Okay,
anything else probably, you know, wouldn't be as favorable.
gotcha. Okay, well, just to tell you a little bit real quick about like some of the ways that we're buying property in multiple markets is on cases where like similar situation here, you know, they buy the house and then they get a job transfer. Um, have seen a few of these situations where we actually closed on the property where we came in with the full offer price and
Yeah, yeah.
whatever they're looking to net, uh, we gave them that and maybe even a little bit more, some net in their pocket and offered to cover their agent commission.
Yeah. What company are you with?
You could say KC Property Holdings LLC.
Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
So essentially what we're doing with that is we're offering full price as long as we could come in and leverage that existing debt and take over the responsibility of making those
Yeah.
monthly payments.
Yeah, I just got a call not long ago, about a week ago. I think on the same property. For whatever reason, it's attracting.
These type of situations.
Yeah, those type of transactions. Not
Yeah.
sure why, but the seller is not. So I'm gonna assume, you know, based on what you've told me, that it's very, very similar to
Right.
what I'm aware of is available to them now elsewhere as well. But they're not interested in
They were opposed to it.
ownership. Yeah. They just clean, conventional VAFHA cash offer and close in 30, 45 days and move on. That's it.
Gotcha. Is there any like specific reason what didn't work about that type of transaction with them? The feedback.
Yeah, they'll buy again and they don't want to be tied to any previous debt.
Gotcha. Well, yeah, that is something common that we deal with and help other sellers that we've worked with get qualified for another loan by showing they're no longer responsible for making those payments. It would look like as if they were renting the property, and we could show that like through receipts through the servicing company.
Yeah, there's no, so this one here, so what we do when we list our property is we, you know, require to check off particular boxes on, you know, what the seller's willing to do and not do.
Mhm.
It's definitely on the side of not doing it. So the further we talk about it, then it's not going to bring us closer to doing a deal. So
Okay.
like the last rep, I can keep it in mind if I do have a seller that would entertain that.
Yeah.
So I'm not totally shutting it down. I'm just saying, I know on this property that's not going to work. So
Okay.
I can keep it in mind. You can call me on another property, but
Yeah, I hear you, Brooks. I got you
your wheel,
on this.
brother. So
Sorry.
just trying to help.
Yeah, no, I appreciate you being transparent about it. So we could definitely maybe just keep us as a plan B if anything, and
Yeah,
then
well, you're good. I thought you were. I you know, thought you were a buyer there for a second. That was pretty good. You got that part down.
what do you mean you thought I was a buyer?
No, because you if it's like the same situation as before, you know, you're working for a company and you know.
Well, I have my own company. Like
Gotcha.
I am an operator, so would be turning this into a rental.
Gotcha. Okay.
And right, where rates are right now, like it just doesn't make sense. Like on a cash flow basis, you know, we could qualify for traditional, but the cash flow just doesn't work when rates are 7%. So they bought this a year ago, and you know rates were probably still around 3 or 4 before all those rate hikes.
Yeah, and it was a VA loan too. So
Oh, okay.
Unfortunately, I got.
Yeah, no, we've done subject to on VA loans in the past. So I know you say that this one that checked the box where they said no, but yeah, please keep us as a plan B. I am an end buyer. We can show you proof of funds, whatever you need to see. And yeah, if this one doesn't work out, then maybe we could work together on the next one.
All right, man. Sounds good. If you get a chance, send me an email with some of your contact info.
Cool. Yeah, I'll send you. I'll prepare something to send you over. Is this your cell? Can you text me your email?
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Cool. All right. Thank you, Brooks.
All right, Thanks, buddy. Have a
Take
good
care.
day.
Yeah, you too. Bye.
Solid objection handling. I like it.
Thank you. I thought you were a real buyer. I'm like, what do you mean, a real buyer?
Yeah, nip his ass in the butt.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he doesn't. It seems like he doesn't understand the transaction. So I'll definitely prepare credibility email to put over to him, and then yeah, I'm taking what they're giving you and feel for the situation, and not like how to navigate it, like not know when not to push any further. I'd say that's what I was thinking. So that's that. But yeah, we're 2 hours and like almost. I was in here like 5 or 6 minutes before you, but it says I've been live for 2 hours 13 minutes, and yeah, we could call it for now. That was the
We'll
last one
rerun
in
it
the Lee County.
tomorrow.
Yeah, keep it going. Like if we're doing this 3-4 hours a day, we're gonna get some deals. This is the race to
get some
getting
stuff.
on market SubTo deals challenge. March Madness.
All right. March Madness. Things are
yeah.
about to get real mad out here.
Things are getting mad for sure.
Put it on
Cool.
a banner.
What, March Madness or things are getting mad?
I don't care.
Okay. All right, Tony. I appreciate you hopping in. We're just here getting better, and that's what it's all about.
All right. Enjoy your run and lunch.
Yes.
Peace.
That was good. I thought you were a real buyer. I haven't heard that. Yeah. All right, bro. Peace out, everyone. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we're going live. And yeah, stay tuned for the next episode. Let's go.